This week in Mel's Mech Shop, Mel's decided to make a battle wagon as part of a collaboration organised by John over at the awesome Earhawks Minis channel. There's a link to it in the description below, so go and check it out. So I was mindlessly wandering around the supermarket, supposedly doing the weekly food shop, when I spied this beauty, calling out to me, just right for converting. And for only a tenner, what a steal. So after quickly dumping the shopping in the fridge, it was straight out to the workshop to start hacking it up. The top metal shell was easily removed, just with a couple of screws. Then I took out the engine. It was hidden away underneath it for some damn reason. I split it in two, so later mount it inside the bonnet, which I made out of 2mm plastic card, quickly marking around the engine where I wanted poking through. Then I just hacked out the plastic card with a scalpel and mounted the engine, supporting it with a lollipop stick running through the frame. I then cracked out my trusty razor saw and hacked up all the excess bits of plastic to give me a nice sort of flat bed at the back. Again, using plastic lollipop sticks poked through the frame and super glued as supports for the flatbed. Then added a few extra exhausts poking out of the bonnet with some plastic tubing, super glued in place and reinforced with some bicarb of soda. Then mounted a couple of big shooters on the bonnet, did some weathering and adjusted the cab, adding 2 struts made out of more of that plastic tubing. Then it was time to armour up the back flatbed and did a bit of trim around the engine just to sort of tidy it up a little bit. And a nice little grot gunner's position over one of the front wheels so it'd be front and centre. Also made a ladder out of plastic card so the driver could get in and out of the cab. A bit more weathering, some corrugated cardboard, some rivets and a big ram made out of a massive piece of plastic tube. With the base work all done on the main body of the truck, it was then time to think about a pilot. So I used this old runt herd with a warbiker's head, I think it is, and mounted him into the cab. Gave him a quick lick of paint, as I knew I wouldn't be able to get to him once he was put in position. I think he looks suitably maniacal to be driving this crazy machine across the wastelands of the 41st millennium. What do you think? With the pilot sorted, it was then time to work on the flatbed's hard case roof, a boarding plank and rear door. And as this was going to be a goth wagon used for transporting the biggest boss, it needed a suitable glyph, which was scratch built out of plastic card and then mounted on the roof. Keeping with the goth raging bull look, it seemed a shame not to use those bull horns that came on the original metal shell, so I cut them off and mounted them on the ram, and also added some spikes, rivets and some modelling barbed wire to give it that proper barbaric look. Also added some teeth to give him a sort of face and some real orky personality. Whoa! I then just went mental, making a massive zog-off cannon for the roof out of bits of plastic tube, a super glue cap, loads of wire, some corrugated card, all sorts of odds and sods. It was then just a quick prime with matte black high coat spray primer and a light dusting of matte white just from above to help pick out all the details. Then it was time to wheel it over to the paint shop. Started off by picking out all the metallics with the Vallejo metal colour, Dura Aluminium. With all the metallics picked out, then went round and picked out all the black panels with Citadel's contrast paint, Black Templar. Picked out a few of the metallics with Citadel's contrast snakebite leather and skeleton horde, and then picked out a few details with Lolfern blue, Corn red, Evil Sun scarlet and Allfan grey. A bit of graffiti added here and there, a few checkers and some typhus corrosion all over the wheels and tyres. And that's it. Kit bashed, Goth Battle Wagon done. A massive thanks again to John over at Earhawks Minis for setting up this awesome Orky build collaboration. And don't forget to go and check out all the other videos from all the other collaborators. Links in the description below. Thanks for watching, guys. And if you've liked the build, give the video a like and consider subscribing for more Orky goodness. Catch you on the next one.